Happy New Year to you and all your pets from everyone at That's Life. We have some classic pets to show you now to give your pet something to live up to in 1992, starting with this.
Why did you want to teach her to count?
Well, I didn't particularly want to teach her to count. It was just that I'd been in house, all, you know, kids were out at school. And it was just something to do, sort of thing. Because I used to spend hours talking to her. And she used to put her head on one side and her ears used to cock up, as if she understood every word I said. I mean, more often than not, I don't say to her, go to bed. I'll say B-E-D, and she trots off into her bed.
And how did you teach her to count?
I barked at her.
You did what?
I barked at her.
You barked at her? What kind of bark?
I used to hold a polo then. I used to say one, woof. And I used to go to her, woof. And when she did it, I used to give her a polo.
A polo?
Yeah.
What, a mint sweet?
Yeah. And then for two, I'd go to her, woof, woof, until she actually did it herself.
How many can she count up to?
Well, at the moment, we have any number from 1 to 12. And she does know 17, because that's Philip's age.
Could you show us?
Yes. Are you going to count for me? Say one. 1. Good girl. What other number shall we have? Say 5. Good girl. What other number? Can you do 10?
Could I suggest a number to you and you ask her to count it?
Yes.
Suppose you ask her to count to 7.
Count to 7 then. Yes. Good girl, sit down. You can't have any more just yet. Don't tell you.
Can she add up?
Yes.
And subtract?
Yes. And what's 5 take away 2? Good girl.
That's incredible.
What's 3 threes?
2 twos. Can she do that?
You want to do 2 times table? Say 2. 2. What's 2 twos? 3 twos. 8. Take away 1.
That's very good. Very good. This is going to be the first dog with O-level maths. Now, Meg can also read numbers, I believe. Is that right?
Yes.
Right. Would you like to show us?
What's that one? No, that's this one here.
Now, does she do anything else apart from count?
Well, she knows the ages of my children.
That's amazing.
Meg, how old's Sarah?
Sarah, how old are you?
12.
How old's Christopher?
Christopher, how old are you?
7.
That's amazing. Now, can Meg tell anybody else's age?
Well, we've been practising with one that you probably know.
That's a strange familiar face. Are you telling me that Meg can actually tell Esther's age?
I think so, yes. How old is she then?
Here's Shimmy, the third scene from Holland Park, which certainly goes for a round of applause. It's the arrangement of the claws, providing a grip that's a mixture between the orthodox and the penholder. Maybe disconcerting his opponent. Penholder is favoured by the Orientals, with perhaps here just a touch of the Siamese. Oh, very nearly a great forehand. A tabby chop, that's known as. Just missed. Great shot. Banjo hasn't got a cat and house chance.
Is he playing up to scratch?
Yes, he's just missing a few balls by a whisker, that's all.
5-4, shimmy 2.
He is a sharp, my eyes are keen, you know, there's good coordination between paw and eye. Yes, all the makings of a good table tennis cat, really.
Oh, that's a marvellous shot. We must see that again. End of the first game, then, and time for a word with the coach.
Does he make it impossible to play between yourselves?
Yes, yes. We have to score for 3.
So what, the 3 of you play?
Yes, sort of, it might be sort of 5, 10, and 3 for shimmy.
Does he ever win?
Well, not shimmy, because he goes to sleep in the middle.
I thought he had a very quiet temperament. I don't know whether he could do with a bit more road work.
Service Eckersley.
Ah. A bit inconsistent now. Missing a few.
You're not doing so well, are you? Eh? Come to think of it, you're not playing too well either, are you?
Come down off your ladder and let's see how good you are.
Hello. What's this, temperament? All right, thank you very much.
He was probably at the most 2 days old. He was a tiny little thing, you know, tiny like a puppy. His feet were still soft, so we knew that he hadn't been long born. So there was a bit of a panic on because I'd never reared a deer. I had no idea what one was meant to do with it. So I phoned my vet who said, well, you'll be jolly lucky if he does live, you know, so young. Whatever milk you start him on, whether it's goat milk or cow milk, keep him on, half milk, half boiled water, glucose, see how it goes. So I spent a lot of time with him so that he knew somebody loved him. And the little chap pulled through. It was quite amazing, really.
Now, what everyone is wondering is, weren't you worried the Rottweiler would eat him?
That didn't worry me at all because all the animals here get on very well together. But he knows that I'm the pack leader. He gets plenty of exercise. He's fed properly. And he's been taught that, you know, he's got to be sociable. If it's a big animal, it's like living with a heifer. I mean, that is a big dog. It's like living with a pig, really. And the Rottweiler will feed with the deer. You know, he's very sociable in that way. He knows that that's the deer's food and that's his food. So although he finishes quicker than anybody else, he's not threatening about food at all. And Sparky's not worried about him, so they all eat together. They're quite happy to do that. When Sparky was a tiny lad, people would come by and suddenly they'd spot this deer. So you would hear the cars screeching to a halt, you know, my God, there's a deer, there's a deer. And suddenly 13 stone of Rottweiler would come round the corner. Mwah! You know, it terror them. They thought, my God, he'll kill it because it was tiny. I think when the rutting season comes, sort of October time, I think he'll want a woman. We've got deer that come down over the hill and graze our land, and hopefully one will bat her eyelashes and Sparky will be off. I mean, the ideal ending to this story would be if Sparky went off and found a wife and just occasionally came back to see me. That would be lovely.
Good dog. Stop. I've told you before. I'm sorry. Sit. Good dog.
He's not going to wee-wee up my tree.
Go. 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 All right? Really? Go. Come back. Come back. You like my dog?
Oh, I've got the dog, you know?
No, no. Very nice dog.
You bet you don't tip me over too. They very get on your feet a lot, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, Rover, what have you found? Hello, beautiful. Hello, dog. Say hello nicely, Rover. Say hello nicely. There's not enough of that. Stop. Leave that nice lady alone. I'm sorry, I think he's interested. Have you got any dog food in there? Because he's actually, he can smell it, even from inside the tin.
Yeah?
Come back, come back, come back, come back. Heel, heel, heel. Do you like it?
Yeah, lovely.
I'm sorry he attacked your shopping. Come back. They're come house fed, yes. Practically the only dog that comes ready house fed. What happened? What happened? Did he bite you? Rover. Rover, I will not have you biting nice people like that.
Hello, sunshine.
No trouble, you see. It's a new kind of dog, invisible dog.
Trouble with him, mate. Got 8 legs, hasn't he?
Show us what you do to train a dog, because you obviously have the knack for it.
Behave.
Yes. Can you teach him to do anything else? Can you teach him to lie down? Well,
I'll try.
All right, then let's see you try.
Now, sit and lay.
That's marvellous.
He wants to go for a walk now.
Does he? Well, should we take him for a little walk?
Take him. Good boy.
You couldn't make him jump over that, could you? Go on then, try.
Now.
See what you can do.
Up, 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 over.
Rover, I didn't know you had it in there. How did you make him do that?
Come on, get up, get up. Come on, come on. Let's go home now, shall we?
Yes, why don't you... Let me see how you walk a dog, because obviously it's part of a training technique.
He was very, very small for his age, and his mother couldn't look after him, so I thought, I'd purchase him and give him all the home comforts that he'd missed in his early life.
So what did you have to do to him then?
Well, I brought him into the kitchen and fed him by bottle and spoiled him generally, just spoiled him.
I suppose now it's too late to change then?
Yes, he's used to it now, so he doesn't like the change.
What does your mum think about this? How do you fancy a bullock in the house?
Well, I must admit it's rather unusual, but we've all accepted it now.
Why did you agree in the first place, though?
I think I was conned.
So can you describe a normal day in George's life?
Well, normally he gets up about 7, and then he'll come down for breakfast when he's ready, and...
When you say come down for breakfast, he's upstairs?
Yes, in bed.
on well with visitors?
Yes, he doesn't seem afraid, you know, by people coming in. He's very affectionate, you know, he's got no unfriendly nature. He's, you know, a lovely little calf, really.
Do you take him for walks?
Yes, if I go anywhere, he comes with me. Shopping or, you know, just general daily chores.
Oh, gosh.
Actually, I suppose I shouldn't really be keeping you talking because you must have a lot of things to do.
Yeah, so I've got to go shopping and go to the hairdressers and have my hair done.
He was very ill and he nearly died. And because of all that, we all got very attached to him. I wasn't going to keep any, but he sort of wheedled his way in.
But when did the friendship develop to what it is today?
I think it was a gradual process, really, all the way along. Until now, they're virtually inseparable.
And when did she start to become a mother in every sense?
Well, she then had a phantom pregnancy and the milk came and Albert smelt it and off we went. I was absolutely amazed.
And has she ever had puppies?
Yes, yes. She had a litter of 9 for me when I first had her. And she was a very good mum with them.
So this is just a variation on a theme?
Yes. The fact that it goes meow instead of woof woof makes no difference.
It must be funny if you are a kitten to have a mother that barks. So.
It is. It frightens the life out of him. If he's suckling on her and she barks, he just flies up in the air.
And she never gets fed up or cross?
No, never, never. No, she always cuddles up to him. It's quite something to see.
Listen, they've been telling me about this dog of yours that comes a-building with you, is that right?
Banjo. He's quite a dog, really.
What does he actually do? They tell me he's a building dog.
Well, I suppose you could say that. He fetches and carries a few things, and he never leaves us. He stays with me all day, don't matter whether it's up here or where. You know, he just follows me.
How did he start?
He was about a year old. I was up the other end of this building working, and he looked round, all of a sudden, there's a dog. And I've just come up a ladder, you know, and there he is, quite happy.
So he climbed the ladder?
Pleased to be there. And since then, he's become a proper builder's dog. For example, if I drop a trowel, he'll often pick it up and bring it up. He'll walk along the poles. He'll walk along poles where we've got no planks.
It sounds a bit hairy. It sounds a bit dangerous.
Well, it gets a bit hairy sometimes if you watch him, but we've got used to it now. We don't, you know, we know that he's quite sensitive. He feels his way. He doesn't just rush into it.
Does he ever fall?
Once he's done the journey once, he gets better at it each time and begins to speed up.
Morning, Arthur.
Morning, Ken.
Morning, Banjo.
Bit of cup for you.
Cheers.
Bit of brush. Come on, up. Come on. Get in. Get down. Hang on. Sit down. Thank you, Banjo. Thank you.
So here we are, sitting in your living room, surrounded by these miniature show jumping fences. Now, this isn't exactly normal, is it?
Well, it's normal to us because we've been training him for so long since he was 6 months old that this has just got to be how we live now.
Where'd you put all your furniture?
Well, it's moved from one room to another. We try to vary it, put the course in different rooms, and you know, just move it around. Yes, we just move it around to suit Fido.
All right, now, what do your friends think of this when they come around visiting you?
Well, I suppose they think we're a bit crazy. They've got very used to it now.
Now, Paula, you got in touch with us and said, enough of dogs, give cats a chance. Now, why?
We were looking at the animals on That's Life and all the dogs, and we thought it was about time cats had a chance to show what they could do as well. Because we think that cats are probably more intelligent than dogs, or just as intelligent anyway, and they don't get enough television time. Good boy, come on.
Good boy. Come on.
Jump, Fido.
David, can I ask you, when did you first get the pigeon?
Well, we've had Tommy about 2 years now. We got him off a friend of ours who raised pigeon, like, and he said he'd give us one of the chicks to Kevin here, and Kevin said we'd have one, so I promptly set to and made a loft.
Does he always make that much fuss?
Made a loft in the back garden and brought it home. He was only a few weeks old. He still had his young feathers on. And ever since, like, he's been a good friend of the family. So, you know, it's just an added pet to our family. We're a made family, really.
I noticed...
Husband and wife, kids.
I noticed when
pets.
Tommy moves around, you don't bat an eyelid. You're
We're used to him walking around the house, really. Obviously, we have to keep him out sometimes. And the microphone's falling right down in front of my face at the moment. Shanless. Hello, Shanless.
I think Tommy's stealing the show here.
It's okay.
Kevin, what sort of things does Tommy get up to?
Well, a couple of days ago, Mum told me to go and open a pigeon loft. And then when I was walking down to the garden, all I saw was Tommy flying onto my head. So I started running around because I didn't want him to do his mess on my head.
Is Tommy a messy bird?
Yeah, sometimes.
What do your friends think about having a pet pigeon?
You just think I'm funny.
Do you like having a pet pigeon?
Yeah,
Why?
because they're friendly with you, mostly.
Hi, Tommy. Hi there, Tommy. No, don't bite me. No, come on, stop it, stop. Ah! Come on.
Does the pigeon actually go for a walk with the dog as well?
Yes, there's no problem with that. Let's go for a walk. Come on, let's go for a walk, Tom. Let's go for a walk. Yeah, let's go for a walk. Come on, son. You know, people stand back in amazement and tell us there's a pigeon following us, but we're not bothered about that. He's more of a friend, actually, than the dog. It's hard to shout at a pigeon and say, "Don't do that, Tommy," like. We just leave him to his own devices and he's just come and goes as he please, and I think that's why he's come so tame.
Carol, can I ask you, what on earth is it like living with a pigeon?
It's a bit like living with my husband, really. But he's just one of the family. He just comes in, pleases himself, goes upstairs, watches the telly, bit of music now and again. It's great.
What do your friends think?
I think we're loopy.
Right, Lisa, which cake do you want? Which cake? Stay to your feet. Eat some of the cream cake, that's yours.
So he's in our hotel room. Not at all.
Oh, leave it out, Tom. Let me watch the weather.
Tommy!
Well, thank you very much. It's been a fabulous day, and I really think Tommy's the best behaved pigeon I've ever seen.
A BBC video of the talented pets from That's Life is now available.